Good morning, Florida lacrosse fans. Monday morning. Yep, another busy weekend in the books. Lee Roggenberg, Florida Lacrosse News. Before we start our little morning ritual, so good. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you already have and you haven't found 5 others willing to do so, hit them over the head until they do. Like the videos if you do so. Let's get over to Friday on the boys' side. Obviously, very busy weekend as people were coming off of spring break. Some of the games are starting to pile up towards the end of the year for some teams. Some of them front end of the schedule. On Friday, one big game we had was Benjamin of the 11-10 home win over Pinecrest. I was thinking about getting up to the game just to watch for fun. By the time Friday night rolled along, I was about ready to lie on a sofa. So fortunately, didn't get up to see that one. Obviously, at 11-10, it looked like it was a beauty. We had Plant with the 11-10 win over Cardinal Mooney. Very big win for Plant. It had been a little bit of a slow patch for them and getting back on track with the 1-goal win. Riker Demarest with a bounce shot game winner in the last seconds of the game. Cardinal Mooney, though, this is a very interesting result for them because after watching and seeing how how young they are, to go into Plant and play a very physical team and hold their own like this, I think bodes very well for them for the rest of the season. Jensen Beach, 9-5 over Pine School. Steinbrenner, 19-12 over Eastlake in a game that featured teams with excellent records. Tampa Catholic, 7-6 over Tohopekaliga. Gulliver up north, sweeping their road trip with the 14-7 win over Maclay. Winter Springs, 5-4 over Freedom. Suncoast, 12-3 over Olympic Heights. Lely, 18-10 over Coral Glades. Lely having a nice year this year. South Fork, 7-4 over Melbourne. Menendez, 5-3 over Turquoise Creek. Pasco, 6-5 over Ocoee. Sickles, 18-12 over Sun Lake. Lake Howell, 7-6 over Haggerty in a game that was quite a surprise. Good for Lake Howell as they are continuing their growth, Coach Ayad. Wellington, 9-7 over Kings Academy. And Mitchell, 12-9 over Alonzo. Easy winners Friday night. Durant, Cocoa Beach, Episcopal School, Lake Highland, Lake Nona, Martin County, Palm Harbor University, Boone, St. John Paul, Windermere Prep, Oxbridge, Osceola, Vieira, Northside Christian, Sarasota, Jesuit, St. Joseph's, Windermere, Winter Park, and Bartram Trail with their rivalry game. On Saturday, a little lighter schedule, but a huge game with implications in the polls. St. Edward's, trailing 5-2 late in the second quarter, rallies to beat Jupiter 11-7. And those of you noticed in the polls, with the St. Andrews loss and this win over Jupiter, St. Edward's is now the number 1 team in 1A. St. Joseph's, 7-5 over Tampa Catholic. Menendez, 14-12 over Lincoln. Archbishop McCarthy, 11-3 over Immokalee. Winter Park, 10-7 over Montverde, another important game. Winter Park rebounding from the Bulls loss earlier in the week. That was a very important win for them to come back. Shipley, Pennsylvania, 7-6 over Osceola. The easy winners, Episcopal School, Jacksonville. Bulls in their rivalry game. Ponte Vedra in their rivalry game. I love what is being done with Rivalry on the River up in Jacksonville, but I think a little bit more thought needs to go into the matchups and the pairings. Obviously, there were a lot of blowouts. And unfortunately, that's not, I don't think that's sustainable. You might need to rethink a little bit the pairings. The Ponte Vedra Creekside game, Ponte Vedra just played a fantastic game. And, I obviously wouldn't touch that. But the other matchups, Bartram and Ponte Vedra on the girls' side is certainly the marquee game. But the rest of the games, you could probably do a little bit better on pairing them up next year. Okay. On the girls' side, on Friday, American Heritage Delray, 10-8 over Bayport Blue Point, which is a national power. Lake Island Prep with a big 10-8 win over Pinecrest. That's actually an excellent effort by Pinecrest too. It kind of shows you that 1A is really, Heritage Delray is the team to beat, and it's going to take quite the effort to do so. Lake Mineola 10-9 over West Orange. St. Augustine in their rivalry game 12-4 over Fletcher. Colonial 10-9 over Freedom. East Lake 10-9 over Wharton. Dwyer 12-3 over Seminole Ridge. Jensen Beach, big win, 12-11 over Martin County. And you'll notice that got Jensen Beach into the polls this week. Cocoa Beach 7-6 over Merritt Island. We had Barron Collier 13-11 over Tampa Catholic. We had Bishop Moore, big 9-8 to win over Plant. Pensacola 10-6 over Tate. Dr. Phillips 7-5 over Horizon. Easy winners on Friday on the girls' side. Calvary Christian Fort Lauderdale. They're moving up, and they're now in the also considered rank. Sickles continuing their second half roll. Mitchell, Oxbridge, Windermere, Academy of the Holy Names, Fleming Island, Wellington, Pensacola Catholic, Holy Trinity, Oviedo, and Clearwater Central. On Saturday, rivalry games on the girls' side. Mandarin 6-5 over Atlantic Coast. I believe that's the only one-goal game that came down to the end of the entire weekend. I could be wrong. Bartram Trail, revenging last year's loss, 13-8 over Ponte Vedra. Lake Mary, 19-17 over St. Augustine. Steinbrenner sweeping their weekend triple, I guess we call it triple threat matches. Might be a good one. Steinbrenner 11-9 over Community School and 15-12. I'm sorry, an easy win over Riverview, Sarasota. Riverview coming back with a 15-12 win over Community School. Haggerty swept a couple of out-of-state teams, 11-6 over Cambridge and 13-4 over Lake Oswego. They've rapidly gotten healthy and look to make a run this year. Navarre 7-6 over Milton, and Steinbrenner, Jacksonville with an easy win up at their rivalry game. Before we get into the college results, a couple of stories from over the weekend. You might have noticed the tweet I said, "Who is Jason Sullivan?" Jason is the Dr. Phillips grad up at Cleveland State who had 4 goals and 3 assists in their win over VMI on Saturday. That puts him at 9 goals and 15 assists in 8 games with 13 ground balls. Those are quite good numbers for a midi. And again, glad to see that a school like Dr. Phillips is producing a talent like Jason. Keep it up, Jason. Doing well. I kind of looked around a little bit, some of the names that maybe we haven't talked too much about. Georgetown women. Ransom Zarin Bakes, 12 goals and 7 assists. Heritage Delray's Kylie Hazen, 15 goals, 5 assists. Excuse me. 2 of the 3 leading scorers for the Georgetown women are from our state. You keep it up, young ladies. Ohio State women over Penn State on Saturday. I believe that was a Big Ten broadcast. I caught a little bit of it. Lake Island Prep's Reagan Alexander had 10 saves as she looks like she's won the job. STA's Ali Beekhuizen, 10 goals and 3 assists as a midi, having a very nice season for Ohio State too. I'm going to try to check out some of the rosters on the women's side in D1 and see how many I can find. Usually I've had some help in the past and had a little bit of help this year, but not as much as the previous time. And so if you know, actually, readership, if you have information, girls D1 from the state, women's D1 from the state of Florida on the girls' side, please send it in to us. Report media coverage, Lee at FloridaLacrosseNews.com. Always want to hear that information. Okay, on the college side, over the weekend on Friday, Flagler men lost to Colorado Mesa 25-9. Jupiter's Tyler Douglas with 4 goals. Jacksonville women beat Furman 22-4. Sarah Elms 4 goals and assist. Florida Southern women beat Roberts Wesleyan 15-10. Haley Dalio 5 goals in the win. Palm Beach Atlantic women beat Fort Lewis 16-11. South Fork grad Anna Lascaris with 2 goals for them. Weber men lost 10-9 to Tennessee Wesleyan. Houston Finlayson and Blake Nelson 3 goals each in the loss. On Saturday, the Jacksonville men routed St. John's 25-4. Max Wallbaum 5 goals, 2 assists. Lynn men lose to Newberry 10-9. Joseph Michalski 3 goals in the loss. Rollins men defeat Embry-Riddle 13-7. Justin White 4 goals for Rollins. Florida Tech men beat St. Leo 19-13. A number of Florida kids in that one. Zach Gagne 5 goals, 2 assists, and Griffin Bowie 2 goals, 1 assist for Florida Tech. St. Leo's Tyler Eames for his 4th straight game put up 7 points, 3 goals, 4 assists. Providence grad Guy Bistro with 3 goals, and American Heritage Plantation's Ryan Marek 1 goal and 1 assist for St. Leo. Palm Beach Atlantic men lose to Tampa 14-11. Luke McEnany 4 goals and 1 assist. The St. Leo women beat Lynn 18-9. Leah Lamendola 5 goals, 2 assists. Fiona McLaughlin 6 goals. Isabella Clark 3 goals for Lynn. Flagler women beat Young Harris 13-7. Jordan Green 2 goals and 1 assist. Tampa women beat Lander 25-5. A lot of blowouts on the college side too. Madison Birch, Sarah Hinkle 5 goals, 1 assist each. The Ave Maria women lose to Life 20-2. Abigail Seiler and Monroe Prentice with a goal each. Kaiser women beat Truett McConnell 23-2. Valeria Lamalia, Melanie Brown, and Madison Andrews with 5 goals each for Kaiser. On Sunday, the Mercer women beat Stetson 22-12. Samantha Polino 3 goals, 3 assists. Florida women beat Arizona State 21-10, and watched part of that. Danielle Pavanelli with 7 goals. Florida Southern women beat Tiffin 18-7. Naples grad Marley Gaddy with 6 goals and 1 assist, career high. Buchholz Ellie Griffin 3 goals, 1 assist. Looks like Florida Southern kind of emptied the bench early on that one, as some of the higher, the more recognizable name players didn't even look like they hit the scorebook. Florida women lose to Lee 15-9. Madison DeZiel and Zoe Howe with 2 goals each for the Flagler women. Tonight on the boys' side, we have Bishop Moore hosting Trinity Prep. Bishop Moore 7-5, Trinity Prep 8-4. Again, we're getting down to crunch time when it comes to at-large bids. Florida Trinity Episcopal at 9-1 is hosting 9-1 Jensen Beach. Huge game for Jensen Beach, proving what Holy Trinity is already kind of proving that they've had a great year. Jensen Beach has had a great schedule, and this is a game that really could put them on the map for consideration. 5-5 Lake Highland is hosting 8-4 Montverde. Really no reason to tell the story of the coaching matchup in that one. 9-3 Alonzo hosting 10-1 Newsom. Alonzo needing a big win in order to get back into consideration. 7-2 Flagler Palm Coast hosting 5-4 Buchholz up north. Again, these are great games when it comes to seedings. On the girls' side tonight, Oxbridge 5-4 hosting 9-2 Benjamin. We've got 9-2 Satellite hosting 4-4 Melbourne. Got 5-5 St. John Paul hosting 10-3 Pinecrest. We have 6-4 Winter Park hosting 3-1 Lake Nona. 6-3 Winter Springs hosts 9-3 Apopka. We've got Episcopal Jacksonville at 8-2 hosting 8-2 Lake Highland Prep. The gap between Lake Highland and the teams behind them is definitely narrowed. This is a heck of an important game for Episcopal Jacksonville. I expect that you'll see a very big crowd at the school today, and we'll see how it turns out. If that's a broadcast game on NFHS, I might try to catch it. If it's not a broadcast, but there's a stream, someone tweet it out, please. 7-1 Lake Mineola is hosting 4-1 Forest, and 7-2 Holy Trinity is hosting 5-3 Vieira. Again, very important for the seeding possibilities and at-large bids in that area. I believe their conference. I'm sorry, I think they're in the same district too, and that would mean potential home field in the district championship. Okay, obviously, very big day. If you're getting out to a game, hashtag #TAFTag, take a friend to a game. Remember, this is the last regular season week when it comes to seeding for the districts. Everyone makes the district. The seedings are important. In some districts that are very competitive, number one seed is extremely important, not just for home field, but because maybe you get an easier semifinal game. So lay off the refs, grow the game. We've got some great ideas that we're mulling on to take the high school sport to an even higher level in this state. I'll keep that under wraps until I've got a little bit more. I've had more discussions with more coaches around the state on it. Get out to the games tonight. Make the effort. This is Lee Roggenberg, Florida Lacrosse News, saying so long from the Sunshine State.